Hello, all of my beasties. I apologize for the delay. It has been quite the eventful 18 hours. How's everybody doing?
No, I'm still breathing. How about you?
The same, but I could sleep for a month. I apologize to the 10 of you that stuck around. I'm sorry.
There's a few that'll be back shortly, I'm sure.
Yeah, if you could send out a tweet or something. It was a long night at urgent care, so struggling. Yes, I'm okay. I am here. I am back. Just running a little bit late, guys. And yeah, I'm okay. The little one has croup,
Oh,
and she was a 3 pound preemie.
yikes. That's no good. We
So
can't have that.
yeah, so she ended up. She gets croup really easily, and since she was born not long before COVID, she wasn't around anybody, so that didn't help. So I'm here. You have my apologies. I didn't want to cancel. I am just running behind. It's a struggle bus kind of day. So you guys are going to have to soldier through with me a little bit.
Yeah.
So let me see what I've missed. Um, Tech, can you put something out on Twitter in place? Hey, TB, that I actually made it.
Yeah,
You
give me a
were the
second. I don't know how many
nicest.
people are following me, so.
You can tag mine. So just don't want to jump right in. Let's give people a few while I say hi.
That's not
Hi,
what I meant.
Ann. Hi, Patty. Hey, Ardo. Hey, Zulu. Hi, Nick. Hi, MB. Hi, Mike. Where's everyone? Where are my regulars? Tech Squirrel. Hey, D. Peterson. Michael, pizza does sound good. Might be dinner. Eventually. Um, yeah, mom life. Everybody gets parent life and parent time. I just need one thing, mom. It's never one thing. So, where do you guys want to begin? I do have one request. If anybody has a link to or the documents from the cross complaint, if you could email them over. I was having the worst time locating the court document from the cross complaint of the Baldwin stupid. Hey,
Oh,
Kendra. Yeah, Arto, one thing means 742 and then 15 more. But whys? So, Croco, can you do me a favor and mute your keyboard? You have a very loud
I will do the
keyboard.
I will do the best I can here. Just a second.
Okay.
I got one little thing here, and it won't take long.
Okay, your keyboard's just really loud.
That's actually, believe it or not, I took the little feet out from under it to try and dull the noises down.
I'm gonna buy you one that doesn't make noise.
Okay, I'm not going to stop you.
Because I can't do it, it drives me crazy. So, um, clicky keys. Yeah, Michael, it doesn't bother me in some situations, but I get like 8,000 comments when people can hear his keys or people whine. And right now I've had all the whining I can take.
Going right along with the stupid.
Yeah. So, where do we want to start, my loves? My beasties. We have some options. Shall we jump in and do state stand your ground first? Hey, Syndicate.
Or do you want to see what
Or
or you want to see what the stupid is?
whatever you guys would like. This is your world. I'm just here to facilitate it and argue with the post office. Not
Well,
my
of course you're
finer
going to argue
moment.
with the post office. I think that's actually something that just happens to everybody.
What, arguing with them?
Yeah.
I had to go change my P.O. box. I
Yes.
got a nasty gram saying the amount of stuff coming is not applicable to one of this size. No. Just no. So I did upgrade it, but I was not getting like one of the mega sized ones because that's overkill. So let me see what my chat wants.
I don't know
Patty?
what
Wait,
Loki's
I'm
got all
looking
the
to see
stupid.
if Patty's back.
Actually, Patty turned up to come visit me towards the end of my live stream, but honestly, I have no idea, Nick, what the stupid is this time. Next time I'll know at least some. Uh, but no, I don't know what all the
Hi,
stupid is.
Patty. There
Loki
you
says
are. What'd you say?
the stupid. You're the one that's got them all this time.
Oh, do I ever? Okay. Let's find a good stupid to start with. Yeah, this rust complaint, not heavily watermarked, so I can put it up, was the most annoying thing. I looked for like 40 minutes. And LA Superior Court charges ungodly amounts to pull documents. And I'm not
What
quite
is
at
it
that
like a
level of
what is it
YouTuber yet.
a quarter or 50 cents a page, something like that?
$1 a page just to search.
Yikes!
And I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah,
Because
no.
some of these complaints are like 150 pages. Mm,
Patty says we should start with the least offensive stupid and work our way up.
okay. Sorry, I'm looking through my list of stupid. Feel free to discuss and debate what stupid we would like while I go through my stupid quickly to, you know,
That means
decide
if
what the
anybody has
least.
any suggestions, now's the time.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stupid. Mm. Did we cover the Taco Bell stupid or no?
You talked about it. You talked about it on my channel last week, but no, you haven't told them yet.
Okay. So we'll start with the least offensive stupid. Now, what I'm going to need you all to remember is that I am going to be very limited in my comments of this for right now. When I can say more, I will say more. But for this exact second, I need to very carefully phrase it, if that makes any kind of sense.
Sneak, sneak, sneak.
Why, Tech, why does it needs to give me this without all the ads?
I use an ad blocker, so that's just me.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Hanging with locally because she may learn of. Yeah, I don't think that's actually it. Is the young lady
Okay,
where she can hear at the moment?
okay. What was the question?
Is the young lady nearby?
Um, that's what I was addressing. She
Ah,
popped her head in, and I had to ask her to go hang out with Grandma for a little bit because some of the stupid she doesn't need to be a part of.
yeah. Actually,
Okay,
ad blocker is a great alternative to YouTube Premium. Typically, they don't cost anything.
yeah, for right now I have YouTube Premium, but I've gotta deal with a million things. We're gonna do the funny Taco Bell stupid first. I don't want ads. Go away.
Actually, send me the link here real quick, Loki.
Mhm. I'm sorry for the struggle bus, all my lovelies. You know I adore you all. Just exhausted and stupid. Okay. D. Peterson, yeah, this is a Captain and Coke kind of. D. Peterson, everything in moderation.
Oh, and there's the dog. Hang on a second.
Okay, guys, let me find it real quick. I try to be more professional than this, but the day is just out to foil me. Um, D. Peterson, I have a VPN. The problem is it won't let me pull certain things up and share them if I run it through my VPN. So, okay. Thank you, Croco. And of course. Mm, Croco, pause that. Can you blow it up to full screen for me? Keep going. Keep going. I just can't see it. Okay, well, I'm going to do it this way. I can't see the chat right now. I've got a Croco, I think. Let me see. I can't scroll. Okay, whatever. I'm going to read and Croco will scroll for me. And Croco will pop comments up so I can see them. How about that? That's why you have a tech squirrel. Scott Township is right outside of Pittsburgh. So here we go. The stupid. And let's get into it. Maybe I won't sound like a boy going through puberty today. I can hope. Ah! Croco, it hates me. Croco, why won't full screen for me again? Just make the words as big as you can. Actually, you know what I can do? I know what I can do. Lose my mind. Where did that go? I know what I'm going to do. Thank you all for sticking with me. Struggle bus. Okay. It'll be up on the screen for you guys in full screen. Tech Squirrel will scroll and pop up comments, and I'm just going to read it off mine. Taco Bell manager shoots and kills an employee after dispute. A man is in custody after a fatal shooting inside a financial planning firm following a dispute that began at Taco Bell in Scott Township. The dispute began at the Taco Bell along Cochrane Road, where an employee and his supervisor got into a dispute over a prior corrective action taken against the employee. According to the criminal complaint, the supervisor followed the employee into Northwest Mutual, which, if you don't know, is a financial institution, on Cochrane Road and shot him in the lobby of the building. The victim was pronounced deceased on scene. Medical examiner identified him as 32-year-old Dorian Carver. They determined Zaire Simmons of Pittsburgh was responsible for the homicide. A warrant was obtained for his arrest. He was charged with criminal homicide and firearms violations. Criminal complaint states a firearm used in the shooting was stolen October 6th. He turned himself into ACJ around 7:45 p.m. He is now awaiting arraignment. My man, you got written up for being like 15 minutes late to work. So you felt it appropriate to get into a fight, spill out of the fight from the kitchen into the dining room, chase him across the street, and shoot him in a bank entryway. What? Excuse me? What? somebody, I love my beasties, and you guys are amazing at giving me perspective. Could somebody kindly enlighten me as to what part of this necessitated taking a life? Please. Because between the Brooks trial, the group that doesn't understand not to mess up ballistics evidence, someone else driving through a parade, and now we're going to shoot somebody because they wrote us up for being 15 minutes late to work. I'm going to need someone to make that make sense for me. Yeah, Michael, that was my thought too. It's Taco Bell. It's not that serious. You're both grown-ass adults. You're not 17. Not to mention, this backs up against a hospital and a very affluent school district with a very affluent kindergarten. And when you can't see the person leaving, that means everything, schools included, need to be locked down for hours. Over a write-up being 15 minutes late. What? All I can hope for is he's somehow extradited to New Mexico for the prosecutor in New Mexico to charge him. Just like with Cummings. What? I would say what in the egg McFuck muffin, but out of respect to one of my favorite muffins, I thought I'd seen it all. I was wrong. Taco Bell. Nick, what would you like perspective on? You were 15 minutes late to work. You fought in the kitchen. There was a fight in the dining room, and now we're in a bank shooting people. I can't. I just can't. And I know you all come for the faces I'm making, but after last night, I legit look like my zombie self.
Oh noes. I thought it was the manager that had shot the employee. Did I not get the right impression here?
I need you to look at the article, Tech. I cannot expand.
All right, give me a second.
My lovely Tech squirrel will be able to clarify some of the things. Hey, TB, can you send me the link? Nick, I would explode, and after dinner, I'll go live again with makeup on. And I will, you'll get to see rage. There's a lot of it today.
Yeah, it says Taco Bell manager shoots and kills employee.
Yeah, well, we're both 24. All over a write-up, pretty much.
Yeah, the employee decided he was going to scream at his manager for writing him up 15 minutes late for work, and then he when once the fight once the fight got out of the store, the employee ran his butt over to Northwestern Mutual, I think it is,
Mhm.
and was shot in the back
Mhm.
in the lobby.
Mhm. This is insanity. And I don't feel
Agreed.
a need to look a certain way. I just, at the very least, want to, brush my hair and put a little makeup on before I'm on camera because I napped before this. So I will be back, and you can all laugh at my facial expressions. But in this
Yes, that
particular,
employee is dead.
yes,
He's doing the doornail thing.
yes. But for this particular story, I cannot be on camera. That should make sense to you all. My beasties should be able to piece that together. Especially if you saw the video Croco had up. Taco Bell. What? You're
Yes, we're going to
killing me.
toxic hell.
What?
Yes, we're going to toxic hell.
I can't. Yes, chosen one, they did. They are deceased. So, yes, that was some of the stupid from this week. How do we all feel? Let's discuss. And, you know my rules. I am all for discussion, and you can call people in the case names. Just be semi nice to each other in my lair. I just, all, all I wanted was my Uggs and leggings and a nap. I got none of it.
Oh, of course not.
I don't think that's too much to ask. But, oh God, I can't. Michael, you don't have to be nice. I just meant don't, get gross with people for. I give you quite a bit of room, Michael. I more just meant we're not going to be too awful.
There you go. There's a comment for you.
Yeah, no, the literal physical altercation started in the kitchen. Then they went over the counter and ended up in the dining area. And then we took it to the bank. So if you need a new job, they're looking for a manager.
Fun comment.
Yes, chosen one. Kendra, no. What you're referring to is castle doctrine, and we are going to cover that for you. And no, it's not self defense. Call 911. Don't pick a fight and run. Walk away. I'm a huge fan of Scott Reich, and firearms complicate everything. All you needed to do is be like, okay, cool, man up, take the write up, deal with it later. Instead, you decided a write up was worth a life. I just can't. I was hoping my lovely beasties could fill in the brain cells I'm apparently missing that would make that make sense.
stupid kid. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. But yes, sound off, my loves. And, please do the likey, YouTubey, subscribe, share thing so we can hopefully hit 1,000 by the end of the year and have a fun 1,000 subscriber surprise.
There you go, TB. I see you there.
Yeah, TB, I get it. I've slammed my office door, but like Syndicate says, this is literally a new level of stupid. Nobody's going to find that this was a justified use of force. Nobody.
Yeah, usually what one does is fire people for that shit. You know?
Um, I adore you, Michael. You know that we talk all the time. I'm going to have to ask you to read between the lines. Got me? I'm waiting for Michael because Michael's my friend. Um, yeah, Michael, we do know things beyond what was printed and read there. But I need to not say much. No,
Because
they were,
special reasons.
yes, for reasons. And if you were
I
to watch some of the video, you may be able to locate my reason for asking you to respect that I can't discuss it more.
all right. Let me
So
do a thing here.
there was that stupid. Because this
All right.
is literally the
Anybody that wants
dumbest.
to look at the video can check it here.
um, yeah, but this was the dumbest thing ever to me. Uggs, Maleficent leggings, and Starbucks time was interrupted.
Hello, JMK.
JMK, big hug! Big hug, I haven't seen you in forever. Where's my blue hug you usually send me? No, Michael's not in an ornery mood. It's all in good fun, Kendra. Michael and I talk. He's good people.
Facts in law are things that can be proven empirically, at least in theory. Sometimes
Um,
you get actual facts that don't get proven because lawyers are retarded. Not saying that about any specific lawyer, mind you.
yeah, yeah. We'll leave that right there for the time being. But that made my brain hurt, just so you know. I literally wanted to throttle people over it. Okay. So we've covered that bit of um, Ardo. Okay. Thank you so much, Ardo. Oh, I'll be more refreshed later. And I'll be more refreshed tomorrow to jump on too. It was just the ER was overrun with sick kids and parent life. So we had that fabulous but just stupid this week. Let's find more of the fun stupid. If you guys have a fun, stupid you'd like me to do next, let me know. And I will do it. And we are also going to start our stand your ground states in a minute. I'm just looking through my list from yesterday.
Hmm.
Ah, no, don't do that. We're professionals.
Oh,
Not
absolutely.
today, we're not.
Absolutely. Unless you're referring to, unless you want to talk about the We Are Professionals in the same way that Emily Baker does.
To a point. This is just not enough coffee because two of the Starbucks by me are on strike.
Oh, okay. What are they whining about?
So they are unionizing, and several of the Starbucks that are unionizing have had their managers or the people who were trying to get it together terminated for, and I quote, unrelated circumstances. Two
Hmm.
people have gotten their jobs back. The others are in court, but in retaliation, they're on strike.
That'll teach him to muck with the employees so hard. Mind you, Starbucks could just decide to not recognize, because if whatever it is they're demanding now, their union is going to demand can't be done, they can just ignore it.
I have 6 Starbucks within 3 miles of my house and could not get coffee at a single one today.
Wow. There's a
And
reason I keep a Keurig right here in easy reach.
I have that, but like I said the other day, I collect Starbucks cups, so I was super excited because the new holiday cups are out. And my mini me, one of the only things she wants is one of the Starbucks cups specifically. And so I couldn't even look for that.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm a softie. You know what, D, I don't mind McDonald's, but I can't do dairy. Either can my mini. She's allergic,
Yeeks.
so there's no soy alternative. D. Peterson, they stopped selling Starbucks cups online. The only place I can get them online is through Etsy, and some of them are marked up to unholy amounts, like a profit. Um, and like people get insane, or the ones that are from the Disney parks, and I'm not paying $70 for a cup. So even I have a limit. But yeah, TB, I don't think you were here for that. I got sent to like 6 different places. Patty, I will send you a picture. Yeah, the Disney ones that you can buy in park that they also sell on Shop Disney are like $58, which is robbery. On Etsy, you can find resellers that are selling the 24.95 cups for like $30, but they're $24. Like this is crazy. Um Chosen one, I do have one, but my little one, it's kind of been our thing that on the way to well, now kindergarten. Ooh, Patty, I am most definitely hitting you up. Um, and I have a friend that works at Starbucks that buys some with the discount for me. Um, we've done it since she was little, and it's kind of one of those mom things that I try to keep up. We have all like the matching littler ones versus big ones because it makes her happy, especially like if I'm in the hospital. She can match whatever cup I have. And it makes her feel a little closer to mom. So, let me look at my list of stupid that Croco sent me and everybody sent me. Because Lord knows, my brain is fried. Let's look at our comments. Oh, I do have a question. So, Beasties, what are your feelings on making fun of the haters streams? I don't think trolls understand that certain words filter your comments. And I talked about it last night. There are certain words that I can add, but there's also YouTube standard ones. And what it'll do is it'll hold your comment until a mod or I approve it. So leaving me a wall of text hate isn't tremendously useful, but I find it funny. So part of me wants to just troll trolls one day, because why not? The stupid. The stupid
Crazy
is
people.
strong. And the sarcasm is, high with me. If anyone sees Cookie Monster Steve, tell him I want my pineapple. I love Cookie Mon, but I want my pineapple.
Trolling the
So,
trolls actually does sound like fun, believe it or not.
yeah, I just think it's funny to laugh at them. I just think it's fun to laugh at them. Okay, we'll go to war against the stupid. We'll amuse ourselves. What happened? Syndicate, what do you mean, what happened to the mod? Which mod? You're going to have to let me know, my dear. Okay. Let me really quickly. Okay, we're going to cover a little bit of Stand Your Ground first. Who, and I'm not saying this to be patronizing, although I did get accused of being patronizing to you guys last night, which I thought was great. I also got accused of toxic femininity and fem-splaining.
Eh?
Yeah, I know people say mansplaining, but yeah. A mod commented. She just.
Apparently it's fixed.
Okay. So, TB it was. But okay, whatever.
Okay. So this one here, it says, I say, no, we don't do that. And
No, we
yeah, she
don't do
retracted
what?
her own statement.
Oh. No, Mike, no poisoning. I like you too much. Patty, no. So, first and foremost, we are going to define some of this stuff. Again, this is not an attempt to be patronizing, but I run the gamut from viewers who have no idea about firearms to experts, along with the fact that I have a lot of people from outside the US. So I'm going to break it down and we
I
can
see
move
where the joke
further.
was.
You're going to have to pull them up. I can't see them.
That's where Michael's joke went.
Oh, I got
That was
accused
the
of.
poison me joke.
Oh, yeah. Somebody sent me an angry wall of text of femsplaining, which I thought was great.
Well,
So here's the deal. We're going to do a little bit of this discussion first. A, I
ah,
am not a lawyer. If you want an actual lawyer, you are going to need to talk to Andrew or Runkle of the Bailey. I understand many of you have come to me with this question because your questions to them were either not well received by them or by their chat. So,
or ignored completely because not paying money.
yes, or refusal to answer because you wouldn't super chat it. But I'm going to do my best, and we will do it, and I will do my very best, okay? So, but, you know, that thing. So, with Stand Your Ground and Castle Doctrine, they both refer to self defense. States that have a castle doctrine involve your house or your car or your property. And then um, stand your ground refers to if you have a duty to retreat. Certain states, again, state specific, you have a duty to retreat before you can use lethal force. Again, all state specific, not a lawyer, not legal advice, just a firearms expert. So, there are 5 elements you have to look at with self defense. But, and I'll go through them in a minute. If you can't meet these 5 criteria, one of which is a gray area depending on state, you cannot hide behind the self defense laws. In states that do not stand your ground, in stand your ground states is a better way to put this, you do not need to retreat or try avoidance. Avoidance being defined as you must make a reasonable, and not just a reasonable, every reasonable safe attempt to avoid or retreat from the situation before you use deadly force and before you engage. It does not apply to police officers. Now, if there's no way you can safely retreat, depending on state, it then falls under the DA if they're going to prosecute, right? Okay, so state specific. So that's what the stand your ground versus not. Hard stand your ground versus soft. Hard stand your ground means, let's say you're in a hard stand your ground. The fact you didn't retreat or make an attempt to retreat cannot be used against you at all if the other aspects of stand your ground are met. Just like in court, your silence can't be used against you. They can't use your lack of avoidance of self-retreat against you in a hard stand your ground state. Okay? Am I making sense so far? Tech will keep me up. Soft stand your ground, you still don't have a duty to retreat, so you cannot be convicted under the fact that you didn't meet avoidance, but because you didn't try to retreat, you're generally seemed as a little bit unreasonable, and it can be brought in. Reasonableness is one of the other elements of it. And in a soft stand your ground state, the ADA isn't making the decision. That falls under the jury. Does that make sense? Because I got a ton of questions that people were very confused by hard stand your ground versus soft first.
Well, it makes sense to me.
Again, I just want to make sure, since I got a lot of messages like, I asked, he wouldn't answer. I got conflicting answers. The chat ridiculed me. We don't do that unless you're a troll. And then fair game. So, okay, we've got hard and soft stand your ground. Now we are going to go through the very quick elements of it. I'm going to go through them quickly. If you want me to explain one, pop it in the chat. My tech squirrel will pull it up for me. We'll go through it. I will go through things as in depth as you'd like, or as shallowly as you would like. And by the way, no, I am not on drugs. Someone commented on how slow I was speaking, and that's because being a northerner, I speak very quickly, and in my early videos, people complained I was going too fast, and even slowing it down was a problem. So, the elements are innocence, which obviously didn't do it. Imminence, it was going to happen, like now, and you didn't have time. Proportionality, so a disparity of force. Avoidance, could you have walked away? And reasonableness, was it reasonable that you stood your ground? So those are the components. Let's see.
And then Mike has some good advice from the chat
Yeah,
here.
Michael, I 100% agree with you. And that's why I said firearms always complicate things. I am working to try to get Scott Reich on here, who's a sweet guy, does amazing criminal defense work. Used to be a Marine Corps JAG. He's actually in the Marine Corps twice. Was a JAG once. Great guy. He does a ton of stuff, and he goes into it. And Scott Reich is head and shoulders above most lawyers. So I'm trying to get Scott to come on with me. But those are the 5 main elements. But like he says, a gun will complicate everything, no matter how justified you are. And D. Peterson's right. Insurance. Get firearms insurance. I carry it.
Funnily enough, that's actually illegal here.
What?
Firearms insurance.
It's a rider with homeowners policies in certain states.
Yeah, that doesn't work here.
In your state?
The moment in my state doesn't
Yeah.
work because the moment that shit went public, they put their little law together on the state level.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, let me clear that up. I really liked Runkle's explanation, but I got a lot of questions. Runkle is a Canadian firearms attorney, but he can be very technical, and a lot of people were having issues separating the layman's from the technical aspect, right? So I think that's why people came to me, since I try to be um, I try to break it down in a way that anyone can understand without being patronizing. So again, no attempts, just tell me, no, we've got this, or no, I need clarification, right? Great. So we want reasonable. What's the best? Okay.
Okay, Texas comes up with another thing with another critter here.
Hold on, I'll get to tech TB in 1 second. I want to answer Ian first.
Okay,
Okay. Just trying to. I don't want to miss people. So, reasonable. If, again, state specific to a point, right? So keep that in mind. In most states, a reasonable belief standard is you have every reason to believe and reasonable belief that your life was in danger. If you see my 5-year-old and she tells you that she's going to shoot you with her Nerf gun, lethal force is not reasonable. You need to be able to articulate that you had a reasonable specific, like a reasonable suspicion that your life, the life of your child, your family, or the public was truly at risk. STFU, yeah, I'm going to pop all that up later, along with what states are what. But I'm going to pin that one right now, real quick. Uh, can you pin that for me, TB? I mean, Croco, my tech. Can you do me a favor?
yeah, let me get to it. Right to retreat states.
And
Actually,
stand your ground.
no,
So,
not let me pin these.
it's not letting you pin it.
Nope, I've got go to channel, report, and block.
Okay, hold on. Hmm. I'm gonna put these up for a minute because STFU is one of my ride or dies. So I trust STFU. I'm gonna put it up so you guys can see it. Okay, so who asked? Anne, does that make sense for reasonable? DM, does that cover reasonable for you?
Please note that Washington is not on either of those lists.
Michael, we're gonna get there.
Nor California or Oregon.
They actually should be. Let me, I'll put my lists up. And I will make sure, guys, if I'm referring to cases or statutes, I will make sure to put it in my description box at the end of the live stream so you can see if that works for you guys. And I can always clarify. Okay, so we've gone through reasonable. Let's see. What was our next? Yeah, Runkle's Grease is Canadian, and he can be very technical. Okay, what was the next one?
The comment here from Beast.
Okay, TB. Brian needs to go outside and fire off 2 blasts, but Delaware to duty to retreat state. Yeah, he should have stayed inside. And like I said, don't shoot in the air. My beasties don't do that. My beasties are well-behaved beasties. My beasties know not to point guns at anything they don't intend to kill. Because my beasties are the best.
And killing the ceiling will cause more problems than you want,
Yeah.
especially in your light fixture.
And Michael, you're true. This is 100% true. But civil claims are a big deal. I'm sure you guys have seen on the news the Petito family won the civil case against Brian Laundrie's family for millions, even though even though they weren't found criminally liable, they won civilly. So, yeah, protect yourself. So we'll cover that one. Okay, let's see. Patty, I'm going to get to that in 1 second. Thomas, who is?
We're talking about holes in the ceiling, ball holes in the ceiling. If you stay inside and fire off those 2 blasts.
Okay, I mean, true.
he's making snarky jokes again.
Tech, did you send this to me when I was running late? Your text just showed up.
Wow. Yeah, no, I sent you a couple.
Okay, I just got. No, that's fine. I just got it. Wanted to make sure it wasn't you. Okay. So let's.
SDFU sent you the list and the course on Instagram. So cool.
I see them. I'll get that in a minute. I want to try to keep myself in order, just because shiny object.
This was another one about the Brandon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, TB. Yeah, completely.
We seem to have gotten the beasties off on a tangent.
No, we're good. My beasties can be on a tangent. I'm more worried about Loki on a tangent, because the next thing we'll be talking about is like fruit roll-ups and cough drops. Because life. I'm just saying. Or what Hotel Transylvania movie was the best? Okay. So we have now covered the 5 parts of it. Any other questions on hard versus soft? Stand your ground. I know where someone's mind went with that. Don't clip that. Okay, so do we have all our 5 circumstances down? Or do I need to cover proportionality or any of that for you guys? TB, we're doing that one after I eat dinner. Are we good with our 5? Let's see. Mm, did I miss any?
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, Michael said imminent threat standard. Michael, do you want me to clarify it, or was I missing that as a part of something? Proportionality, okay. Chosen one, let's go to you. Proportionality means generally no more force than is necessary. If my child pulls out a Nerf gun and you pull out a 45 other, then you will have bigger problems because you will have an angry mama bear. You are not going to be able to show that's proportional force. You have to be able to show that the degree of force you are taking is in proportion to the threat. Does that make sense?
Yeah, somebody coming after you with a can of mace in a frenzy. Yeah, that's a little different on the proportionality.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Chosen one, did I get that one for you? Or do you need something else? Sorry guys, I'm not trying to. I just want to make sure everything gets answered for all of my beasties. Because I felt bad when people went to resources that I gave them, like Runkle, and said, said he was too technical, or to Andrew and he doesn't always go with super chat if you don't super chat or all of that. So I like to make sure. Yeah, Thomas, proportionality. Thank you for that beautiful. We'll go with Thomas and Texas with those amazing explanations for me. Okay, so now we have covered the elements, right?
DM, or Dan, not a mace. It was, see, it was a pepper spray.
OC,
That was
Olresio-capsaicin.
that was in use at that particular moment in time. I'm actually still referring to the Cummings case.
Yes, and I'm referring to it was Mace is a brand name, and he was using OC.
A generic.
Yeah,
There is
STFU.
your there's your third lot. There's your third list.
Oh, Thomas, I have a humorous explanation for all of this, which I'm going to give later. I'm going to break it down Barney style, but I want to make sure, at the very least, this part's educational just because I had legitimate questions. Trust me, I'll be back after dinner to cut up. Because I don't know how to not. Because I'm a toddler and I get bored.
As
Not
opposed to the
making fun of
kindergartner, which
people.
climbs the walls.
I just like to amuse myself and make fun of people.
And yeah,
So,
Texas Beast. That's exactly where my brain went with DM's uh, original statement.
yeah, at some point, guys, remind me and I'll tell the story of the one and only time my best friend took me to a Ren fair and how that went. I'm sure you can guess how fantastically that went. I have never been back.
Uh oh.
What?
Yeah, He was referring to the pepper spray versus AR-15 situation in the Cummings case as well. He just typed a mace, which puts us in mind of the of a big solid haft, a great big metal ball on the end of it, spikes or no. Some of them have chains.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Referring to pepper spray versus an AR. Yes, you are correct. So, yeah, Ren fairs are cool, but I think I'm like banned at this point.
You're probably only banned from the one that was local to you at the time.
There's an awesome one in central Pennsylvania. Maybe we'll have to meet up there this fall. But I need a short leash.
Okay, Thomas.
I can't be allowed to roam free. So, we we're gonna do this part real quick, and then I'm gonna eat dinner, and then I will put the next. I'm gonna put the next stream up. Go eat dinner. Give a small person a bath. Throw a little bit of makeup on so you can see the stupid faces I make at the stupid, and we will come back. But now that we've gotten those two things, I'm going to cover a little bit more. My tech squirrel will pop things up for me, and then we will get there. So,
There's a question in the chat.
um, I did not, although I was the only one in our group that did not dress up. There's not enough alcohol. Nick, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Thank you, thank you, my dear. Okay. So, here's another question I got. Even if your state has a even if your state has a duty to retreat, right? You don't have any duty to retreat from someone inside your home. All states have some versions of a castle doctrine. To the extent, not a lot of them are great, but if they are in your house, you're good. Okay? Okay. So, we've covered duty to retreat, stand your ground. Now, what is the castle doctrine? Was the next questions I got. And again, state specific. And I'm going to say that like 800 times just because for the people in the back with the crayons, I feel like I probably need to. So, castle doctrine, if they come into your house, it is your house. It is a special place. You come into my house, I can shoot you. But here's the problem with things like the castle doctrine. You may not, again, state specific, entice somebody. I don't remember the YouTuber because I'm a bad YouTuber. I keep getting told by YouTube that I don't do YouTubey things enough. And like remind people and all the YouTubey things. But it does come from literal castles. If somebody like with the YouTuber I'm referring to shows up to your house and is pounding on your front door, demanding you come outside, and you come outside and point a gun at them, you are not protected. If you say, come in here and make me, you are not protected in many states. So you will negate the castle doctrine. Make sense?
That being said, if he's trying to, if he came in uninvited and starts trying to rob your house,
Have at it.
you can decorate the walls.
But you cannot invite them in. That also, this is another one I got. It does not negate you saying leave. You can have a dinner guest and then feel unsafe, and you can revoke their permission to be in your house and say you need to leave and you need to leave right now. And they have to. If they don't, then we get into a more difficult discussion about castle doctrine and how those things work. So they didn't forcibly enter, you invited them in. Things took a turn from for the worse. And now you want them gone. And now you don't feel safe. You can yeet them or go with castle doctrine. Okay? We good on that? Yes, Michael, the idiot. The idiot fat dude. And it's not body shaming. What?
Boogie 2988.
Yeah, I don't know who he actually is. All I know is I saw it and was like, just sit on the other guy. You don't need a gun. Just go sit on him. You'll be fine.
Yeah, he walked out of his house and fired a shot into the eaves over his head.
Just sit on the dude. He's not getting up. I'm not fat shaming, but like it was the most ridiculous thing I'd seen. Depending on date.
An Uber driver with an interest rider.
TB, send me a link. Because I want to cover that. Patty, I have a whole bunch of them. And Patty, your package. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Patty, I have your package actually just went out. Okay, send me an address, Patty. Send me a better one. Because I thought I had one, and I don't think it's too late to stop it. Okay, so now that we have stand your ground, duty to retreat, and soft versus hard stand your ground. Any other questions on that aspect? Yes, no.
Oh, he didn't have anything specific in mind.
No, I'm just asking chat in general. Like I said, I don't want to be patronizing or Barney style, but I want to make sure people are getting good legal information because it can be very relevant. And I'll cut up later because I have lots to cut up about. lots to cut up about, including bath bombs. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to ask questions. Then we're going to shut this down. I'm going to eat, put a small person to bed, and come back. And Croco, can you repost Lair Live Part 2, All the Stupid, Part 3 for 8:15 my time?
Sure.
Okay. So, a few minutes, guys. Let's go. 5 minutes. And then I'm going to eat and drink a hot toddy. It'll help my voice. And it'll make my facial expressions all the funnier when I cover the stupid. Thank you, Michael. You are very sweet. Okay, Patty. Okay, so we've covered those. Today I'm going to do Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. And California. Yeah, those are the 5 states I'm going to do when I come back. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California. We'll do those ones. Along with some fun. Oh, Kendra, I'm fine. My voice, like I said last night, this is not from yelling, it's just from the swelling. She just has croup. She'll be fine. Yeah, TB, yeah, the Taco Bell employee regularly gave that manager rides home, would give him cash. From all intents and purposes, seemed very nice. STFU, I am actually going to cover what the castle doctrine is state dependent. I don't want to do it as one since it is so state dependent. That's why I'm going to do all 50 states independently. And Croco and Kendra are twitching at that, I think. So, any other questions before I go eat, guys? Anything I missed before I go eat? And to the 13 of you, I truly appreciate you. You know I love all of you. My beasties are my people. You're my community. You are, I'm having a crappy day. I know I can come here and we'll all have fun. I have the best beasties. And I appreciate you all. And I want you all to know how much I do appreciate you. From the bottom of my heart, truly, I'm not being a cheesy YouTuber when I say that. I am being 100% genuine. And I really do appreciate you guys. 1,000%. So, I'll see you guys in about an hour. I'm going to go eat and grab some hot tea. And I will see you in an hour. Tech's going to post that. And we'll have fun. I'll see you in about an hour, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.